Okay, much like last week, I still have a cold, except this week it's gotten a little bit worse. But beyond that, you all decided, hey, we were going to go through the roads, and you investigated, found an old power armor Pip-Boy that was receiving a radio signal, traced it back to be upon a green general who was out there in the wasteland that is currently being besieged by some not so great, cryptid people and cultists. So we then decided to keep moving on to the next raider post. Hopefully you can get there and get some stuff out of the way, because it was going to take far too long for you to travel down there in a reasonable amount of time. So hopefully he can just hold out until you can get there. At the moment, though, you've stumbled across Raider Post, I believe, Raider Post 3.
Yeah, I think that was the closest one to where we were.
Yeah, Raider Post 3, if I look on the map. That is about the closest one near you, so bless you. So as you walk in, right, you are met with a couple of guards at the gate. As you see the patch of sand and all that has kind of come to an end of the road. There's a couple of guards nearby that are just guarding the gate here. You also see there's similarly some robed figures that are also near the gate, similar to the chaplains you saw on the way through of your last escapade. This area is pretty heavily fenced off. Fences, scrap metals kind of like welded to them. Looks pretty well defended and fortified. There's people walking about. You can also see there's that this post doesn't seem to be as in dire straits as everyone else. As you see, there's hookers on the street, people showing off different jiggly bits, and yeah, this place is at least looks like it's doing well for what's around at the moment. I can get you new owlbear link if you need it.
Looks like we got it all. I'm
okay.
So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna walk up to the front.
Okay.
Oh,
A guard says, "Hey, halt there, pretty boy, halt there, pretty boy. Slow on down for a minute." You see a ghoul in combat armor walk up to you. "So, what's the matter there, smooth skin? What brings you on to this part of town?"
Well, we were sent here to check out everything, make sure everybody was good, and offer some assistance.
"Oh, so the brass up top sent you by." Is that it, honey?
Yes, it is. How's everything going here?
Well, everything's just splendid, but it's getting better now that you're here. She waltzes up to you and kind of places a hand on your shoulder. "Wanna slip on into these streets for a bit of relaxation, a bit of rest and relaxation? I'm sure it's been a long journey."
No time for that.
Oh, everybody needs a little bit of relaxation every once in a while, honey. Even I need a good radiation bath every once in a while. Feel that glow on my skin, that radiation's warmth.
Nope, I'm all good. I've got to check this one out. I've got 4 more to check out.
Oh,
Make sure
well.
everything's okay. And
If you don't want to settle for any action, then I guess I can let you pass on through. Another woman kind of waltzes up to Jams. Well, hello there, big boy.
Hello.
Let's say I take you away for a bit of a ghoul fun.
No thanks. I'm here with the boss.
Oh, but Big Boss can handle all the work. I'm sure your heavy hands could use rest. I always need someone to help dig that uranium out of my mind.
Nah, thanks. I'm here on a job. We're quite busy.
She's like, oh, you're no fun. She waltzes away.
You know, if everything's going so great, why don't they have shovels? Why does she need help digging?
Go ahead, James. Answer.
The dog
Everyone
can dig
needs
for her.
everyone needs help digging. It's hard work.
That's true.
Everybody needs a plumber.
Yeah.
Good luck with your hole, lady.
Oh boy. I love it.
That's great.
That's great. As you walk out onto Main Street, you see that every corner has a hooker, every alley has a guy trying to sell you something, and this place is filled with casinos and bars.
Well, I know where you're going, Sven.
I can't lose.
I can't lose. It could be anything.
So I'll
You know, the
put
best
some.
part of that is I have 1 luck. I have 1 point in luck when I fucking did that.
I'll put some signs up for you. What's a good dive bar name?
There's one here called Mermaids.
Okay, so you have some locations to visit. You see there's a giant neon sign called the Rumbling Rats, another one called Rads Aplenty, another one with appears to be a couple of women on it, slouching around, called the Rusty Pickaxe, and then a different bar that is called the Wasteland Waterfall, which has a woman positioned sitting atop a waterfall with her legs spread.
All right.
Rumbling
back.
Rats is for gambling, Rads Aplenty is for gambling, Rusty Pickaxe and Wasted Waterfall are bars.
Okay. I come back and I kind of ask them where the town leadership or the outpost leadership can be found.
A man in a purplish robe comes to you and says, "You're asking for the boss, then."
Yep.
The boss doesn't see just anybody. Do you have proof that you're from the higher ups?
I've got this purple flare.
Fire it into the sky.
Yep. I pull that out and I fire my last purple flare.
Excellent. I shall let the boss know that you're looking for him. When he's ready, he'll send out his messenger.
Great. I'm going to need more of those flares, too.
You can talk to the boss about that. I'm just a guard. If
Okay.
you're looking for supplies, I'd recommend walking over to the junkyard dog. Does
Sounds
the rasp
great.
come
That's
through when I
perfect.
hold it out like that, or no?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Excellent.
We will wander around,
Yeah.
and that's where we'll head to.
Lena, do you want to head with him, or?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Selena, as you go through the alleyway, there's some guy who says, "Ooh, what's up, smooth kid? You want a piece of candy?"
No thanks.
No, we'll come back next time. I got plenty of sweets. As
Are you walking? Are you riding? Are you walking or are you riding on the dog?
I figured she was walking.
Yeah, I was walking. I haven't been on the
Jams,
dog.
as you're going through, roll me a do you wish to be noticed by all the ladies on the street, or do you try to hide yourself?
I'll hide myself.
Once you go green, you can never go clean.
Yeah. From the other town, I guess women are gonna be all after me.
It's sort of like the black can't go back kind of thing.
Yeah.
Size queens, you know how it is. What'd you get for your stealth?
Oh, you want me to roll stealth? Sorry. I passed.
You managed to kind of like tuff a cloak over you and pull it really tight to yourself, where it makes you look kind of like more feminine in a way. And they kind of just take their gaze away from you. However, a bunch of men have been kind of catcalling you as you walk by.
It's down.
They immediately then kind of shut up as Sir Silvereye treads on by, crackling the gravel beneath his fucking treads. So you get to the junkyard dog, where you see there are two two people dressed in vault suits.
All right. Are those do those look like the same people that we met before, or the same vault number?
No, their vault number is 024.
All right. I walk up to him. Hello, how are you doing? I see you're from a vault as well.
One minute.
Yep.
So what do you say to him?
I say, hello. I'm Sven. I'm a vault dweller as well.
As you look at them and say hello, they look to you as if you're kind of. As soon as you say that you're a vault dweller, you see one of their eyes go a little bit, perk up. This is, what vault are you from?
Vault 905.
Can I see your Pip-Boy?
Yeah, I hold up my wrist and show them I have one.
Okay, that's a relief then. So, you're another vault dweller then?
I am, yes.
Well, it's nice to meet other vault folk out here, but what brings you to this place?
Well, we've been doing a lot of traveling, trying to get the lay of the land after being frozen for however long this was.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we still haven't figured out how long we were frozen for, have we?
So you were one of the, well, incubation vaults, then.
Yeah, we were frozen when the bombs started.
We don't like to talk much about our vault. It wasn't a happy place. But we're here now, and that's all that matters. So what brings you to the junkyard?
Well, we need to get some supplies.
What kind of supplies are you looking for?
Bullets, weapons, armor, scrap, things like that. Things to.
Well, I can't sell you any ammo or gun type stuff, as that mostly belongs to the boss. But I can, I'd probably sell you some just normal wear and tear supply. I love junk. There's plenty of that around.
Sure. What do you have?
Oh, just wears and tears, all kinds of parts. At the moment, just a lot of parts from the pet project we're doing.
Oh, what's your pet project?
Well, I used to be a mechanic before the war happened, and I've been trying to get one of these old hunks of metal up and working.
Well, if you're up for some exchange of goods for services, we have a guy that can probably fix what's wrong with it.
Well,
We have a scientist with us. We're pretty sure, and I kind of whisper it quasi loud. We're pretty sure he's been building robots.
oh, so he's one of those people. One of them mechanist followers.
No, not a follower. He's good at building stuff.
Oh, well, we've been running into these atomic fueled cultists. They use robots, and they come from further up north. Some guy calls himself the Mechanist and unleashes them across the wasteland.
We might have just ran into a group of those.
No, I mean, if you survived, you didn't.
We never dig a hole in the ground.
Yeah, we hit it with we hit their area with a mini nuke.
You nuked them? And survived?
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah, we had a guy throw it.
You're all crazy.
Do what you got to do to survive around here.
I thought you'd leave the nukes where they are, at least, for the old world to burn.
Well, the mini nukes.
What's a mini nuke?
It's a nuke, but smaller.
Well, I got the gist of that, but
That's it.
Just kind of holding my hands, like, they're about this big, and
I was watching Airplane earlier this week, and that, direct thing joke, just what is that? Well, it's usually this kind of thing right here. Oh, okay. The quite literal description.
Picked a bad day to stop sniffing glue.
But yeah, that took care of them all real quick.
Well, I'll say this. You seem like... what did you do before the war?
I was a soldier.
Oh, were you in the front lines or reserve?
Front lines.
You ever get into any of that fancy power armor?
No. Different unit.
Gotcha.
We met a guy here in power armor.
There's people that still wear that after the war? Damn.
Yeah, this guy with big laser gun that blew up part of a mountain. That guy's a little crazy.
I tell you what, you want to trade for services. I got 3 cars here. If you can at least fix one of them up, I'm sure you could fix the other one up and you can have it for yourself.
I mean, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, Virgil here can do that.
Now just go wait for Virgil to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sleeping
said,
at the moment.
Virgil wanders over and he's looking at the cars.
So you see that there is 3 different kinds of cars here. I can get their tokens up on the thing here real quick. So you got 3 different cars in front of you. So you got an atomic. So at the very top, we have a atomic V8. Right? So the atomic V8 is the oldest model of car kind of in the Fallout world, minus the Chrysler, which is even older. Fun fact, the Chrysler is the oldest car, as it's the only car in entire Fallout that runs off normal-ass fuel. It was an antique by the time of the Old War, and then an even further antique by the time, the games came around. But, the Atomic V8 is a very old car in terms of the Fallout world. It uses an old fission battery engine, as it uses kind of like half and half fuel, fission battery start up and keep it running, and it's a hybrid. And then you have, so Atomic V8 looks the most beat up, most rusty, very scrap metal heavy, but it's the roughest and toughest around. Full, like the old cars, full metal body. You crash into it, and you better fucking hope and pray the other person was also using a metal car. Because if they weren't, they were about to get a face full of metal.
The good old days.
You hit a moose and you felt like a little bump in the road. Then you have a Corvega Blitz. This was sort of like the family car, built for, all people around, whereas like the Atomic V8 was your cheaper car on the market, but really well built like a fucking tank. Could last for, be like your grandfather's hand-me-down car that would then be your father's and eventually yours. The Corvega was like the, at the time, perfect family car. Has all the nice amenities, has just enough stuff to get you in the door to buy it, and has enough stuff to keep you around that you wouldn't really want to buy another model. It's kind of that perfect area where it's just expensive enough to be, worth the asking price, but not so expensive that it's awful. But much like those kinds of cars, it breaks down often, and it needs a lot of repair. Often, a lot of maintenance. But if you keep the maintenance up, it's a very, very good car. And then you have the Cherry Bomb, which is considered sort of the sports car of the Fallout world. High performance, good engine, used in the same military grade. Very, very, just very good overall, right? Its only major problem is that it was built like a glass cannon, so if it bumped into anything, it would total it, and if it, heaven forbid, you bumped or crashed into anything, you were most likely dead.
Gotcha.
As you either went straight out the windshield into it, or you were crushed to death like a tin can.
People around here drive like that all the time.
This thing was maybe
All
hitting
right.
like 500 miles an hour. You crashed straight into a wall, Looney Tunes crushed to death.
All right. So yeah, I tell Virgil, take some time, look at these, see what you can do for him, and then that can be what he's doing until he gets back for you and him to have the conversations. So I'll talk more to the Adam and Jenny here. So you said you've got stuff like this, but it belongs to the boss. Is that when you say the boss, is that who owns the junkyard dog or the overseer of this camp?
Well, technically speaking, I'm outside of the jurisdiction of the raider camp, but we're also connected onto it as we are a junkyard right beside it. But it's best to kind of comply with what they do rather than be segregated.
Sure. Okay, so it belongs to the person running the camp. I didn't know if you had your own boss. I was just trying to understand.
We have a special thing here. You see, our workshop is built on a bit of a giant oil tanker. So we help supply oil, and along with being the ones who control the water pumps, our pit boys are synced to the pumps, so only our pit boys can access the technology of it. So we're kept around as long as they need water and oil.
Okay.
Meanwhile, they give us good protection, and we're able to function normally. We're not hooked up to the main gas line of the raiders, so we function as our own.
Oh, that's great. What's the boss like here?
He's interesting. You could say he's ripped right out of history. For better or for worse.
Okay.
He's a man that likes tradition. He's very slow on the uptake when it comes to things. Not stupid, just slow when it comes to doing things. Slow to change. He doesn't necessarily enjoy doing things fast, and anything that has to be done fast, he outright denies, which can make progress actually much more frustrating on everything.
This has been helpful. Has there been any trouble around here lately?
Well, there's always trouble in the city. That's just how it, in the area, that's just how it is, right? Gambling and sex only goes so far, and drama always occurs when there's gambling and sex around. Along with booze, it always brings in some amount of trouble, but that's also what keeps you in business. Drama. Gossiping. As for actual trouble, there's been some. There's been night attacks by robots. And it's starting to get worse and worse. First it was just maybe a rogue Mr. Handy, then a couple, and then 4, and then an assault run, and then a brain bot, and then more and more. And each night they get a little bit closer. Each night they bring up a little bit more firepower. And it's startling because it'll stop for a couple weeks and then they ramp up. And stop for a couple weeks and ramp up. Like they're sending waves of these things across the wasteland. Like an army. I have no idea what they would want with this little part of the wasteland. Especially this raider outpost. Like, sure, it's in the center of all the area. It's a center, Hart Road to Tempensky, but it's a booze town. It's something you pass through before going there. A cap drainer, right? Sort of like the old cities of New Vegas and stuff. It drains your caps before you get to the Lucky 38.
Okay.
What? You said ooh. What was it?
That's just interesting. We'll talk more to the boss about that here. Maybe it's something we can help look into. We were sent here by his bosses to visit all of the outposts and make sure they were secured, they didn't need help, that kind of thing. Clearing supply lines, so hopefully y'all are getting more supplies now. We've cleared a couple of those. But we'll talk to him more about all of that. So where can we go to get, they said to come here to try to get some supplies. You said you don't have bullets that you can sell. I'm assuming weapons, armor, bullets,
Weapons, armors, bullets, those modifications. I can maybe sell you some junk supply or maybe a few chems we have lying around, but if you wanted chems, you best go to the bar. If you want booze, you best go to the bar. If you want black item things, you could probably find it in the stripper clubs or something.
Okay. Do you have a workbench around here?
Yeah, we have one in the shed over there. Why?
Well, we've got some weapons that got pretty damaged, and wanted to see if Virgil could repair them.
I know we've established some good bonds and such, but there is a cap fee to enter the shed.
Okay.
15 caps to enter the shed.
Sure. We could do that. Yeah. Cost them 15 caps.
At this point, I will pause us so we can wait for Virgil. Unpause. So Virgil still isn't here yet, but that's okay. So what do you want to
do? Yeah, I guess let's go look at one of these other buildings until the leader comes and gets us.
So you wanted to sell some stuff off. Do you want to sell it here? Do you want to sell it, or where do you want to sell it?
I will ask them, kind of go over, like, hey, we've got weapons and some armor pieces that we don't need. Where would be the best place to sell stuff like that?
Well, your best place to probably sell off weapons is the rumbling rats. While they are a bit of a... While they do sell prostitution, their main thing is doing weapons with it. Whole cowboy theme and everything.
Okay. So weapons and armor probably there. Okay. Well, we're going to go over there while he looks at these cars.
Okay. So who all's gonna head you to the rumbling rats? I assume you don't want Elena to come with you because
Oh, I was gonna go.
strip bar.
I don't even have the right person. Ah. Fine, I'll play with the dog.
I assume you want to stick to character and don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We're gonna go help those women.
As amusing as it would be for a kid to walk into a strip bar and then have everybody give you like the side eye of why the fuck did you bring a kid in here?
I mean, look, I was in strip bars at 8 years old. I don't know what to tell y'all.
Damn.
Mom was a stripper. I don't know.
Were the staff at least nice to you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, it was run by the Dixie Mafia, so yeah, it was fine.
Just stay in the
Is this
dressing room the whole night?
Yep.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Well, besides that, James, are you going with him?
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell Lana we're gonna help them dig in with their holes or something. Unless she can...
As you approach, a ghoul in robes stops out front and says, "Ah, what business you got here, stranger?"
Well, we are looking to do some trading. Well, this was the place to go to discuss what the kind of items we have.
There's a toll fee to get in, stranger.
Everybody seems to have a toll fee around here.
How do you think one makes a pretty penny on repaying visits, stranger?
Well, I think they are. How much do you think we should pay you?
5 caps, stranger.
See, I don't think we should pay you anything. I think instead of selling you, instead of bringing business to your place, we can just bring it to your competitor. We'll go there and
It
do
all
business.
goes to the same pot, stranger.
It won't go to you though.
I work for the boss, and the boss, well, he provides.
I work for his boss.
Man's gotta do his job, stranger. We all provide a little something different. We do free booze and jerky. They, across the street, do mystery shots and mystery candy. Take your pick. It's 5 caps either way.
I would like to roll persuasion to convince him to just let
Barter.
us in.
2d100.
Barter. Okay. I fail by 3 points.
Oh,
I'm sorry, stranger. It seems you're not from around here. The boss takes a slight cut off the top. That's how it is here, stranger. And because he takes a slight cut off the top, we're able to stay in good tidings of business. You might work for his boss, but my boss and their boss says I gotta do my job. Pay the 5 caps and come on inside. It's not that big of a dip into your belly. And if you couldn't survive 5 caps to part with, then you shouldn't be in here anyways.
Alright. I'll pay him the 5 caps.
For each person, stranger.
Okay. And I'll pay him the 10 caps.
Very good, stranger. So he steps aside. Enjoy your stay, cowboy.
Alright. And we go in.
Okay. So, typical Old West cowboy saloon type, right?
Okay.
You get on in, everybody has their, everybody has their hats and chafes and everything on. There's a stage up front where there's feathered girls and feathered ghouls, surrounded by a man who's dressed kind of like a cactus, doing a little bit of skits and dancing and all kinds. There's poker tables everywhere, all kinds of gambling to be had, and with all the gambling, there's a couple bars, and then you see off to the side corner, there's a strange-looking fella with 6 arms, spikes coming out of his trench coat, and he is sitting at a desk with a chain gate in front of him, like a chained, just like fence in front, with like a little slit for like where you would like pass caps through. Here's a image of him. The sign above his stall says guns, brass, and balls of steel.
Yeah, walk up to talk to him.
Why, hello there, stranger. What brings you to my stand here?
You the man that buys and sells weapons?
I'm the thing that buys weapons and multiple other things. I wouldn't call myself a man nowadays, but I thank you for the compliment besides it.
We happen to be in possession of a decent amount of firearms that we can part with. Looking to see what you have to offer as well.
You've come to the right place then, stranger. For I have everything your cowpoking wants could need. From brass to tacks to all kinds of ammo and special little twigs in between of guns and such. However,
Alright,
the pretty nickel be caps, and caps is what we speak in. So, What you got for sale? I don't deal purely in sale, we deal purely in trade. I sell you, you buy from me. The more you sell, the more you buy, the more that I'm willing to part with.
Okay.
Equal trade, I'm sure.
So I start, just kind of reaching around, and I just start pulling out guns.
As you do so, he kind of like opens up the slot as it's like a long 3-foot gap. As he says, "Watch for yourself, stranger." As he kind of like rolls out, and a table with you hear the clanking as ching 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 as like a table rolls out, kind of like like old dining tables where you would split them in the middle with a roller section,
Yeah.
and you could bring out the boards and make it larger or smaller. You know how tables
Yeah,
used to work.
I mean, I've got one 5 feet from me. Yeah, a leaf. Yeah.
Yep. I call them older dinner tables because I don't see dinner tables that still do that shit anymore. But so it extends about like a foot wide in terms of the gap for him, right? And then it extends out a foot for you to put stuff on. As well as you see a on the ground about a foot behind you, there is like a kind of railing. As he says, "Now to give us some privacy." He slams a button and goes, as a little thing, a little light goes overhead as a gate slides on past. Kind of not, I wouldn't say trap is the right word, but like traps you on the inside, where there's about 2 feet of between you, of like from him to you, there's a foot, and then there's like 2 more feet back where it goes to the gate that's behind you that slides across, kind of like how there's like a nurse, like in a hospital, that sheet that slides between you and the other patient to give you some privacy, but not noise privacy, right?
Yeah.
It's like that as it locks on the other side. "Now you can have your privacy, at least knowing no prick's gonna come over and try to fuck with you." And then black drape goes across it. "It's not much, but at least gives you something."
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, my friend here wouldn't be too happy if somebody made that mistake.
Now, let's see what you got. Offer up your first bit. I'll make it nice for you.
So I pull out the 9 cleavers.
So what are you trying to
Pull
sell
out
first?
And let's go with the cleavers.
Okay. How many of the cleavers do you got?
9.
I can offer you at least 40 caps for the piece of them. So that's 360 caps total for all 9.
Oh, okay.
It looks like they're in pristine condition. That'd be my starting price for you.
Let's see. I'm trying to find the prices on everything still. Sorry.
Well,
should've done that
the
when I
weapons
had
don't
that.
have prices. It depends on the
Ah.
condition and the area you're in and where you are. that determines that
Gotcha.
price.
Okay. Okay. I just got down to the weapons. I had actually started with the armor, which did have a starting price on
Yep.
them.
The
I was like,
armor, weapons are easier to come by in the wastelands,
sure.
Price is subjective, but armor always has a value, because that's what keeps you from dying.
All right, so 360 caps for those. And I keep pulling, I pull out.
Before you
Yeah.
bank the 360 caps, you see a bowl that's
Yeah.
in between you two as he kind of pours out the 360 caps in the bowl. Is how the trade works. I'll give you some caps in the bowl. You spend some of the caps, and we go back and forth like barters. Whatever you get at the end is yours to keep, of course.
Okay.
It's to keep things flowing so you don't extort us. And I don't extort you. What you looking for, stranger?
I'm looking for stuff to bullets or things to make bullets. Weapons, armor.
Bit of a crafter you be,
mods.
then.
We do have a guy, yes, that's very good at that.
Well, I have a great deal of a little bit of everything. So what you want to be pointing at first, sir?
I've got some shells, but I need the gunpowder and lead, right? To make.
Well, if you got the shells, I could press them into some buckshot for you, stranger.
Well, I don't need buckshot. I need to make. I've got rifle shells. I need to make. I've got empty rifle casings.
I can still press you the bullets. What you got on you for supplies of them? The more you got, the less the cost.
Well, I mean, like I said, I've got a guy that'll make them. I need more gunpowder and lead.
Looking for raw materials.
Yeah.
Well, very well. I have all the things you need. What you want to buy first? You say you're looking for gunpowder. Did I specify everything that goes into making weapons or ammo? I did, didn't I?
I want to say it was gunpowder, lead, and the casing is what you said we need for regular ammo.
Is it in the document?
There is ammo crafting. Let's see. To craft ammo, you need primer, gunpowder, metal scraps, and cases. So I have cases. I need primer, gunpowder. Sorry, so not lead.
I have
primer,
a stock
gunpowder,
of 37 bits of gunpowder.
Okay.
It'll cost you 2 caps apiece.
Great. I'll take all of that.
So minus so you have 286 caps left as you take 37 units of gunpowder.
Alright, so 37 units of gunpowder.
I'm also making a note of it. So, after that, he then says, "No, you needed primer, yes?"
Yeah.
What kind of primer?
You don't have different kinds of primer listed.
Yeah, that was just that was just a
Oh,
rhetorical question.
okay.
34 primer.
Like I said. Okay.
Yes, 34 primer. I'll sell you the primer since we're doing good business. 2 caps apiece.
Sure. I'll buy all of that as well.
You have 218 caps left.
Okay.
Any metal scrap there?
How much metal scrap do you have?
Oh, I have quite a lot here. Let's say my inventory sheet. 187 metal scrap.
Let me get how much for 25 of it?
You've done me good so far without any complaints. I'll offer a cap apiece.
Deal.
Well, since you're buying in bulk, I'll give you a discount. How about that? If you buy it in bulk, bulks of 10 units, I'll give you a discount price.
Okay.
How much you willing to buy?
How much for 50 then?
50 bulk. Normally a cap apiece. We'll say a cap for every 5 pieces, 10 caps.
Now, how much did you say you had?
187.
Let's see. I mean, if you can give me that kind of a price,
You'd be spending 37 caps for the whole thing.
yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'll take a lot for that. You said it was 37.
37 caps. So you have 180. So out of the 218, you have 181 caps left. I think I did a good sell to you there, in good faith. Now it's time for you to buy something back. What you needin'? Oh well, something for me to buy from you then, sorry. Mine's a bit hazy from all the mutates.
I pull out 4 10mm pistols. And put those on the table. So I've got these pistols here.
Okay. So do you have 10 of them? What kind of condition are they in?
No, 4 10mm pistols.
What kind of condition are they in?
You did not note condition. This is all the stuff we got. They're not broken. This is all stuff we got from killing a group of guys. Like
those will
I'm-
net you a total of 320 caps.
Okay.
So now your cap bowl pool is at 501.
Yeah.
It's time to buy
Yeah,
again there, stranger. What you looking for?
You have grenades.
I do have a few of the explosives. What you need?
We'd like to get some stun grenades, I think. Maybe some stun grenades and some EMP grenades.
I don't have any of the stun variety. Don't carry very many
Okay.
non-lethal options.
Let's see.
I also don't carry very many EMPs either.
Okay.
Hard to come by in the wasteland nowadays. It's more of an old world thing, and robots don't seem to be the best of enemies that are around most often, so I don't carry a good stock of them.
You're about to have a big robot problem. That's why we're trying to stock up to help deal with it. Let's see. Do you have any? What kind of special ammunition do you have, or ammunition in general, for rifles, pistols, energy weapons,
We've
that
all
kind of thing?
kinds of ammunition, stranger. Specialty ammunition, that's gonna be dependent on the weapon.
Okay. Hmm. Well, actually, let's just get some regular ammo. I need some. I could use some more pistol ammo, some more. Yeah, pistol ammo, rifle ammo.
Pistol ammo seems to be on sale today. At least from the gamblers be telling me.
Okay.
I have 200 pistol ammo. For
Alright,
half the
200
price.
pistol.
If you buy it all, you get the sale.
All right. How much?
25 caps.
Done.
Excellent. And for being such a good sport, I'll throw something else in for you. I'll toss in 30 junk rounds for the pistol. What else you looking to buy?
Rifle ammo.
We have about 100 of the rifle ammo.
All right. What kind of price can I get on that?
It's a bit harder to come by these days. I'd say, uh, you willing to buy the whole thing?
Yeah, if the price is right, yeah.
Bulk pricing. I'd say 35 caps.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Anything else I can get for you in ammo, stranger?
Do you have any match head rounds?
We do, stranger, but those would be a pretty penny. I got 20 rounds of it, but it'll cost you about 120 caps. Those are hard ones to make, stranger.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think your price is crazy or anything. It's just, that's a little more than I want to spend right now. I may circle back once I get everything off the list, you know? You got to shop. You got to make sure you get everything you need first before you start getting the nice stuff.
I understand. My wife gets really angry if I don't get everything from the Delamart.
That's right. You got to get all the groceries before you can get the snacks, man.
You ever have one of those more rat twisties?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's amazing. They take little mole rat steaks and they twist them up into a nice roast and stuff them full of gravy. Pop those suckers in like the little dimes worth and explosion of flavor.
James, you got to make us some of that, man. Write that down.
Does sound good.
They're like mini beef Wellingtons, but with mole rat.
I think we're good on ammo. She's got a bunch. Jams can't use a gun.
Since you've been so interested in weaponry, and you seem to be more of a rifleman than you'd be a pistolman, might I recommend something?
Sure.
She's a bit of a heavy girl, but it seemed like you'd love her. Or at least give her a good home. Trying to find it real quick here. Hate it when my notes don't comply with me. You see, I have this, you could call her a cursed gun of sorts. Never found the right man to shoot her. She's always been marred in bloody combat, but she's a deadly beast she be. It's part of some ranger gang of the NCR. Called it as Sequoia. Except this one's known as Red Eye. She's been modified with rifle parts.
Can I take a look at it?
Sure.
Yep.
You pick up the gun, right? The gun looks like any normal, Looks like any other normal pistol, any other normal ranger's gun, right? The big thing about it, though, is that it has a decently longer barrel and it weighs about 3 times as much. It also has a bit of leather, a bit like a leather sleeve around the barrel, and it's wrapped up in what appears to be multiple bandages around the hilt of the gun. Each bandage is a little bit bloodied and is colored differently.
Okay. This is interesting, and you said it takes rifle ammo.
Yes, she's been modified to take rifle ammo. Deadly gun, but also a cursed one if you're up for it.
I mean, what's the curse?
Curse has said that the gun has a bit of a will of its own. It only obeys lawmen, people who strictly follow their moral compass and who only go by the strict rule of the law. Well, the law of the wasteland, that is, or some western law or something. A gun's been known to kill its owners if they discard from this law. Last man that had it took some caps he wasn't supposed to. The gun slipped from his hand, pointed upwards, and fired when it hit the ground, even though the hammer was never pulled back. Needless to say, his head popped right off his head like a cherry. She's been in my shop a few times.
And how much is this cursed gun?
Well, she's harder to come by, so it isn't exactly... She isn't exactly, you could say, cheap, but I'd say about, 250 caps would do her.
That's a lot for something that's cursed.
Yeah, but think of it like this, we're not exactly done trading now, are we? The higher the caps go, the more things I give you that are expensive. That's how it be.
You know, I think at 250, it's just out of what I'm willing to pay to carry a curse. I would do 200, and I'd roll barter.
2D100 barter?
You said D100 barter?
2D100 barter.
D1. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I was trying to make sure I heard you.
Yep.
134, I pass.
Okay. Just let me get you the thing for it real quick here.
Sure.
Do you pick the gun up?
Yeah, I mean, I was holding it, I thought, because he handed it to me.
Well, you were holding it with like your hands, but you weren't like holding it.
Oh, like wielding it properly? Yeah, I mean, I pick it up.
Okay, gonna just put this out here.
Okay.
As you pick it up, your hand, you fully holster it in your hand, you feel a surge of pain course through your entire arm and body that holds it. A bit of burning sensation on your hand before it returns to normal. You find there is on your hip a cowboy hat that didn't used to be there. Your duster feels a little bit more heavy as you find that your pockets are full of empty casings of bullets. And that you find that you now wearing cowboy boots with spurs.
Okay.
You have Cursed Red Eye. 45 feet, 3d12 damage, 6 shots. If the bullets crit, they can ricochet to the next target for 1d12 damage. That's what your gun looks like. Also, the barrel says RIP on it, right? R.I.P., rest in peace. But as soon as you hold it, it glows with an orange tint as it inscribes your name on the barrel. Sorry, it inscribes your name on the cylinder, not the barrel. Cylinder. This gun is now bound to you. You cannot take it off.
Okay.
You can holster it, but it will not leave your person until you die.
Okay. That's fine. And I can still use other guns like normal as well if I want to.
You can. It might get jealous, though.
Okay.
Okay, so 240 caps left. 241.
Yep.
What else can I help you with, stranger?
Well, I think it's your turn to buy again, huh?
Alright then, stranger, I understand the pocket's getting a little bit tight.
Pull out the 2 shotguns. One single shot, one caravan. I just imagine me looking like, one of those fucking cartoons back in the 90s where like, search that guy. And I'm just, here's a gun, here's some, here's 9 cleavers, here's 4 pistols, here's a shotgun, here's another shotgun.
Miss Swan from the pirate movies pulling all those guns out of her pants.
Robbie, did you see the message I sent you?
Nope.
On Facebook? Okay.
Facebook, that's why I didn't see it.
Okay, yeah, check Facebook. I sent you kind of a rundown of what we did with you so far. If you have any other items that you would have given me to sell, shoot me a message. Like, shoot me the list of them.
He says I can give you about 500 caps for both of them.
Sounds like a deal.
Very well. Now, time to buy something, stranger.
Absolutely. It's only fair, right? This is.
What you looking for now, stranger?
Do you have some modifications? Actually, what do you have for melee weapons? The big guy here likes to. He's not real good with guns. But he does like to use.
Depends on what
He had a
you're
ripper.
asking for.
Well, he had a ripper. He was very fond of it, and it melted.
Shame. Let's see what I got here. Well, I don't have... how did I say? Maybe I do. Let me rummage around a little bit. I don't have a ripper, but I do have an auto axe.
You have a what?
An auto axe. It's a bit of a fancy chainsaw.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Find the ripper real quick.
.5'66".
Yeah, I'm just looking at my chart.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So the Ripper's main thing is that, so the Ripper the auto axe's main thing is instead of doing limb damage, because it's more of a rip and tear kind of thing. It's not like a chainsaw. It is literally. Have you seen the auto axe in Fallout?
I don't think I've seen it in Fallout. But I mean, it sounds like a power axe out of Warhammer. I mean,
That's what it looks like.
Oh, that's from the Pen DLC.
Yeah, it's a bunch of axe heads grafted onto a wheel for a chainsaw. Used for mining and cutting things.
Oh, cool. Okay, I pulled it up.
The auto axe, unlike the Ripper, where the Ripper does limb damage, the auto axe is meant to do bleed. You turn it on and just cut into someone and deal a shit ton of bleed damage to him over time.
Okay, yeah. Again, I asked him if we can see it when I hand it to...
He lugs it up and kind of slides it, pushing it through the fence as it creaks. You kind of pick it up. It weighs a fuck ton. It's like 6 chainsaws worth of heft.
Yeah. Jams, what do you think?
I think I like it.
All right, how much for this? How much for this little guy?
400 caps.
All right, let's do it.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, back to 341. Type out the auto axe for you. Okay, the auto axe. It deals 46 damage while holding it to a target. It burns 1 more AP per attack, so it's a charge attack thing. So you would, say you wanted to continue holding it to a target, right? You would be like, hey, I want to hold it to a target for 2 attacks. It'd be 2, then 3, adding up to 5 AP. You get a +2 to your dice for the damage for each time that you would hold it there, and a +2 more rounds of a 1d6 bleed damage. And if you crit, you rip out an organ. The weapon also needs fuel to continue, burning 4 fuel per attack. Now the 4 fuel isn't consumed on multiple attacks, so if you did, say, 3 attacks in a row, but it was all part of the same enemy, it would only consume 4 fuel. Versus if you did 3 separate attacks, it would be 12 fuel. Make sense?
So he gets, when he attacks, he gets like 6 swings or whatever it is.
No, this thing doesn't do swings.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so he I see it now. Sorry, I was getting Virgil caught up on everything, and I wasn't reading. I see it now.
So
as long as he's hitting the same dude, it's gonna just be the same piece. Like as long as he's burning the AP on the same dude, it's the same attack. That's what you're saying.
It's just how much AP do you want to burn to juice up your attack and juice up how much bleed. It doesn't count for swings, so he wouldn't be doing like 6 rolls of damage. It would be like, you start your attack. Do you want to hold it? Do you want to hold it for another round? Okay, 5 AP. Now it's going to cost 7 AP. Now it's going to cost 9 AP. And then, because it would last for 2 rounds for bleed, it would be then 2, 4, 6. He's going to have 6 rounds of bleed of 1d6 combined with, now, because it was 3 extra turns, about 10d6 damage. So 10d6 damage, then it'll cost 6 rounds, 1d6 damage for the spent cost of 4 fuel. The longer you hold it in a target, the more damage you're going to do, essentially.
Okay.
What would you like to sell the vendor now?
No, you've shown me some nice ones. Let me show you a nice weapon. And so I pull out the Raider's revolver. Put that on the table for him to look at.
Raider's revolver. Damage under the influence of drugs. Increase the dice type. The cam you're on. He looks at it and says, "This is a good revolver you got here. Seems like she's really tasting for an urge of battle. Gives me a bit of a... Did you steal this off a raider corpse or something?"
Well, you find stuff out here. It's dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Scavenge it from whatever you get. I understand. Oh, I'd say I could give you... 300 caps for her.
Okay.
Just don't tell no one I ain't giving you good deals. I know how to
I
treat my
feel like
customers
we've
right.
I feel like we've been fair with each other. You know.
Now, what else you want to buy, stranger?
James, did you still want to try to get some better armor?
Yeah.
Do you know what armor you're looking for?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I think I know your friend there. Wasn't he part of the arena over in Tempensky?
I was.
Oh, I remember coming to watch you, you fucking slaughterfest. What he needs is some gladiatorial armor.
Okay.
280 cups.
To open the book up. Does anyone have the stats in front of them?
Gladiatorial armor is a 12 DT, 160 price, and has a 150 out of 100 condition. Gives you a +1 to your agility.
It's better than what I got. It's up to you, Sven.
Holy shit. Sorry, I was just reading I'm reading some of the armor, and I got a couple down from where that's at. And you might want to look at the courier duster.
I'm just telling you now, you're not going to be able to buy the courier duster for the great, the old world, the fighter.
Well, just the plus 15 AP. It seems busted as shit.
Where?
So the version I have, it's like 6 entries down from the gladiator armor. Courier duster fighting chance. +1 strength, plus 15 AP.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, you gotta stand a fighting chance.
We've done a lot of business. I think you can do a little better on that armor.
I'm doing you a good service on the armor. 280 is a low price for what this is. Especially where we are right now, here in the outskirts of the cities and such. 280 is a good deal, my friend. Ask your combatant over there how much it must have cost him.
I know in the city, he's told me it's cheaper than that. And I know we're not in the city, so I know we're paying a little more, but that just seems like entirely too much.
You're saying for you to ask your supermutant friend.
Yeah. James, how much do you think that armor should have been?
Free. Would I know?
Yeah, you would. You roll me a history check to see if you remember your contract.
$13.
When they give you your gladiatorial combat contract, your armor costs you 2,000 caps, your weapon costs you 500 caps, and to keep maintenance on it every night would cost about 50 caps, and you would have a debt to pay off. And your debt was that you earned 80 caps a night and got 10 caps for yourself as the rest got to your debt to pay off.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
What armor do you have right now?
Explorer's gear.
And you don't really need the plus. Yeah, you don't really need the stats on that. The plus 4 DT would be better for you. Yeah. All right. All right, we'll take gladiator armor.
Excellent choice, friends. Minus 280, you're at 361.
James, give me your explorer's gear.
Okay, I'll just change the part of them.
No, please. Go to the side room. At least, please, for the love of God.
Oh,
I know
I'm
this
sorry.
is a strip house, but boy, put your junk
I'll
where it don't need to be seen. At least wash
I'll go to
yourself.
the wrong door. Open the changing room. Oh, sorry, ladies. I'll go into the right room.
We open up the first door to see the men's changing room. As there's a bunch of boys go, ooh, what you got there, cowpoke?
Sorry, wrong room.
Oh, I think you stumbled into the right one, boy. Come on
No.
back here. Let me wrestle that horse down for you. We need to hog tie you.
Close the door and run.
You run into the changing room as you find it with a busted up mirror and mold coming from the ceiling. But you switch into your new gladiatorial armor. Imagine that James just walks out in like Romish gladiatorial armor. So you're gonna try to sell the explorer's gear?
Yeah.
Unless one of you wants to wear it.
I don't need it. Yeah, we can wait and come back to the explorer's gear to see if anybody else needs it. Alright. So I guess it's my turn again. I pull out a 357 revolver and a 45 auto pistol.
And what kind of auto pistol?
45 auto pistol.
Well, fuck you too, phone, for auto restarting. For both, he'll offer you 650 caps.
Okay.
Will you take that deal?
I'm gonna ask him for 750.
He says to you, 357 Magnums, while they are powerful, they're pretty common here. However, that 45 ain't. So if you combine it together, the 45's doing most of the heavy lifting. It ain't worth for the whole thing to be 750, but 650 is more than enough. Pistol on its own is only worth about 450, so I'm chucking 100 in from the 347. Even though it ain't worth all that much, I'm doing you a service here.
All right.
Within my means.
That's fine. We'll take it.
Okay. Yeah, it brings you up to
Hold on.
1,001 caps. Hello, Virgil. Hello, how you been?
Been here for a while.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't think trading was going to take this long.
Wait, that's right. I forgot. That 357, Robbie just messaged me. That 357 is a little bit better. That is a long barrel modded 357.
Okay, so that would give you some extra caps, about an extra 150 caps, so you're at 1,151. Because then to him it's like at least sellable. Stick it into a rifle stock or something.
Alright, you said that was another 150?
1,151 is what you're at.
Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay. What kind of modifications? Actually, I'm gonna need some extra fuel, I think, for that that auto axe. And I'm gonna need some
Fuel is very
extra
rare here in the wasteland, at least up here it is. It'll cost ya. But instead of me selling you fuel units in little bottles, why don't you buy a fuel canister worth? This way you can carry that fuel wherever you want.
Okay, how much would a fuel canister be?
Given the rarity of things, fuel's just as much worth as it is a weapon. Especially of how rare it is. When I mean rare, I mean rare. Could only siphon them from old drums and places. 300.
You don't get it out of they don't make it out of the junkyard over there where they produce the oil at?
Now they have a drum of oil underneath. But he says to you, fuel can't be produced here anymore. We don't have the facilities. Now I know further south they have a fuel production plant. However, that's real far south. Almost halfway across the state. And we're not strong enough to be sending stuff down there for whatever price it could be for coming back.
Okay, we'll hold off on that. We'll have to.
Long
we'll have to make
caravan
sure.
trips like that don't end up well in the wasteland.
He'll have to ration himself if we can get some more.
What else you looking to buy, stranger? He said armor, so what other armor are you looking for?
Is anybody else looking for anything that y'all would have told me about previously?
I don't have anything specific.
Okay. Virgil, how about you?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Probably. Well, so I'm more interested in modifications to armor and weapons, especially the weapons.
What kind of modifications you looking for?
Do you have... Got this cowboy repeater here. Do you have a... What do you have that would work on it?
Cowboy repeater.
It's like you've got a custom action that shoots 2 bullets at once.
So you can buy a brush gun forged receiver for it. You could buy oh, sorry, the cowboy. You said cowboy repeater?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could buy the long tube that increases the shot capacity by 4. You could buy the maple stock, which gives you the aim action for no AP. Or, as a extra service, he tells you, or as an extra service, I can modify your gun with modifications outside of its normal group. But that'll cost extra. On top of the modification charge. Takes a bit of a gunsmith to do it. Especially to have the equipment if anything goes wrong to fix it.
What do you have?
Well, any old... Think of it like this. You can attach any weapon mod you want to it, but the further the mod is from the normal gun's workings, the more it'll cost you.
Okay.
It all depends what you're looking for.
Actually, do you have a brush gun or a battle rifle? Because I'd be interested in getting something like that with some modifications.
A battle rifle, you said.
That's what you have it listed as, yeah.
Could you remind myself what that is in the game?
Uh,
It's a... battle rifle is like a M16. I could sell you a battle rifle. However, it doesn't come with many mods on it. She's a bit of a hard beast to crack and modify. Not much you'd want to modify on her anyways. I guess you could give it a scope for all she's worth, but it's not much of a long-range gun, more of a medium penetration. For brush guns, I do have myself a brush gun. You want me to modify it for you? Be an extra service charge.
I think I'd like to get the brush gun. How much is a brush gun?
Brand new or used?
I mean, used is fine.
2,000 caps for used. 5,000 caps for brand new mint condition.
That's out of my price range. Okay. But now I know. Let's see. How much is the long tube modification?
The long tube modification, let me see.
And the custom action.
I thought you already had the custom action.
No, I don't. I have a scope.
The long tube modification is 500 caps. And the custom action is 800 caps.
So what would the custom action do to the damage on the weapon?
You're firing 2 bullets.
So if we go to 10d6 instead of 5d6?
Yeah, but you're using 2 ammo per hit.
Sure, okay. That is crazy.
It'll break the gun down
Yeah.
twice as fast, but you know. Deadlier jams, that kind of thing.
Yeah, let's get the custom action.
You want to do what?
I want to get the custom action, the cowboy custom
For
action.
800 caps?
Yeah.
So now I have 351 caps.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not sure how much other stuff we need.
Pick up right away.
Yeah.
I mean, you bought a lot of gun stuff. You haven't really bought any supplies, though.
Yeah, well, it's so I bought I have a, I mean, I do have a list of like kind of general things. So yes, I do have still a couple of things we can get. So we're good on weapons and armor. We're good on weapon mods, I think. Okay. So I guess it's my turn again.
Yep.
I take 3 laser pistols out and put them on the counter.
$900 caps.
Okay.
So at 120, 1251, 1,251 caps.
I want to get some repair supplies. Does he do that here, or would that be the junk place?
You could do repair
Things like
supplies
leather.
here.
Okay. Yeah, we need to get, leather and that kind of thing to be able to repair armor out in the field. I don't know what all we need for that piece. So if you want to help me out on that.
Well, for repairing guns, it's mostly scrap metal or like a gun repair kit. But you would use like scrap metal to repair guns. Energy be like scrap electronics, depending on how complex the
Okay.
gun is, mind you.
Okay. So I
Like
bought
if it
scrap
had
metal.
mods and stuff, it would cost extra.
Okay. So I bought a bunch of scrap metal already. I bought all of the scrap metal already, so that's good. So we need scrap leather and scrap electronics.
He has 171 leather.
Okay. How much?
For all of it, 513 caps.
Ooh, okay. Let's go with like 50. What can you do on 50?
What did you say?
How much for 50 scraps?
Let's see. $170.
Okay. And then
Are you gonna buy 50 leather pieces?
yeah, yes, 50 leather at
Okay.
170.
You're at 1,081 caps.
Mm-hmm. All right. Scrap electronics.
Those are the expensive.
Okay.
So he has 200 of them. 8 caps apiece.
I'll get like 10 of them.
It's 80 caps.
Yep. And then the last bit, I guess, that I have to sell him, I'm going to pull out 4. Let me just I'm just going to put it in the chat so you can. That's what we have left to sell.
Well, what do you want to try to sell into him?
I'll pull out the 4 sets of guard armor.
Wouldn't go with the Mander's guard armor. Well, is it riot gear armor or Mander's guard armor? Because that's just raider gear. I got some raider gear here. Ain't gonna sell too much for it though. Not many people want to buy Raiders stuff. But I can at least break it down. Let's see. $100 caps for it.
So if the raider gear is not going to sell, then we'll hold on to it and we'll break it down for parts as well, instead of selling it. But I've got the riot gear helmets.
Okay. Let's see. Go try to find where the riot gear price is.
It says they're 800.
That'd be like mint condition, so for what he would be going for, $1,200 caps for all 4.
Okay.
You choose to take it?
Yeah.
So you're at 2,201 caps.
Okay. All right. So I guess it's my turn to buy. Do you have what kind of chems do you have? I like stim packs, things to get rid of radiation.
Okay, how much do you want to buy from him? He has 40.
Which one?
The Radaway.
I mean, how much are they?
30 caps a pop.
30 caps a pop. Let's get 10 of them.
Okay, so minus 300.
Actually, let's make it 12. Sorry. So
So
minus numbers.
1,841.
Yep.
Stim packs. Are 100 caps each. Oh, no, sorry, I was looking at supers. Stim packs cost 50 caps each. Super stim packs cost 120 caps each.
Let's get 6 stim packs.
Minus 300, you're at 1,541.
Yep. Alright. I show them the 4 leather armor next to sell.
Is there a search function for text documents?
Control F. Leather armor, you have it listed at 160.
Lightweight leather armor.
Yeah.
Price it is.
That's probably just another
320
easier
caps.
break. Yeah, we'll probably just break it down then. Okay. I don't think I have anything else to sell him. I've got the main things that we wanted.
Anything else you want to buy extra from him?
Well, that's what I was going to ask him now. So, do you have any... Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I did have one more thing that he sent me. I've got a holotape here for a video game. Is that something you might be interested in?
I don't deal in such things of electronics like that. You'd
Okay.
want to go find someone else for it.
Sure. You probably don't have chipsets then either, do you?
No, but I do have robot parts, if that's what your jam is. A few, not many.
What kind of robot parts?
I think I have something back here for a Sentry bot, a Soltron, and something for an iBot.
We have, what, a Sentry bot, right?
What did you say?
So we have a Sentry bot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you have for a Sentry bot?
I have an overclocker. It's a chipset and overclock. From what I know, what my buddy told me is it overclocks the CPU, cranks up how fast they can be, but at the expense of them heating up faster.
Okay.
Also has a higher chance of frying the modules, though. You overclock them too much.
No, I don't think he'll want to risk his robot. So it's got a big, like, Gatling gun. Do you have ammunition for that?
I do have minigun ammo.
Okay. How much would that be?
Well, we sell him by the boxes. Each box is 400 rounds. Someone's phone just ding?
Oh yeah, that's mine. Sorry. I got a new headset. It picks up more. Oh, you know what? I remember. That robot doesn't have a Gatling gun. He's got a Gatling laser.
No, he has a minigun.
Does he? Okay.
It's both.
Oh, he's got both. Okay. Sorry. So okay. So Robbie said he's good on minigun ammo. He needs Gatling laser ammo. I don't know what it takes for that.
Fusion core.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have fusion cores?
For 400 rounds of the minigun ammo, it would cost you 200 caps for a box. Fusion cores. Trying to think. Fusion core is about 300 caps a core.
All right, we'll get one of those.
So down to 1,541.
40. And then you said something about iBot stuff. What do you have for that?
Well, do you have an iRobot?
I don't know. Robbie messaged me and said he has some parts. I think he might try to build one at some point. I don't know.
Virgil, are you going to try to build an iRobot?
Maybe.
What do you have for parts right now?
Right now, I have an iBot gravity thruster and an iBot body.
You would need a sensory module, some kind of brain. You can try to recode another robot's brain for it, but you would need a brain of some kind and a sensory eye. So not what this guy is going to be selling.
Okay. I think we're done. Unless he has any last-minute specialty items he wants to bring up. I do tell him I do have 4 miniguns that are damaged. That we're going to look at trying to fix them. So I may have some miniguns if that's something you're interested in.
If you can get him fixed up, I'll buy it from him, but then I know it used to be broken.
I understand. You know what? Actually, let me get a box of minigun ammo.
Okay, 200 caps.
Okay.
I do have
we're
something
done.
you might like.
Okay.
Let me see here. Look into my notes real quick. Are you a shotgun man?
I mean, I have one as a backup. It's not a primary weapon, but I do have one. You know, I pull out the one I have still.
What's the one you got?
I'll be right back.
It is the hunting shotgun.
I think I might have something for you. Look into my notes real quick. See what we got. I think I got something you'll enjoy. A drum mag. Increases your shot count from 5 to 12.
No, I think I'm okay. It doesn't get a lot of use.
Well, the only other thing I have then is a quad barrel. You interested
What's
in
that?
that?
That also for the shotgun.
It would be a single action shotgun. It would deal 68 damage instead of 48, and it's widespread.
No, I'm okay. You don't have any kind of So I've got somebody that's real good with energy weapons. And we haven't got her anything. I don't know if you have anything.
Oh, we do have a good selection of energy guns. What you looking for?
She's got several energy guns.
Sorry.
She's got several energy guns.
So let me see. Let me think about what she's got for a minute. She's got a laser gun and a plasma defender and a. Hell, she even has a recharge rifle. You got anything that might maybe work with those?
So you're asking for mods then?
Yeah, maybe mods. And
Were you asking him for guns
kinda
or mods?
well, I mean, if he had some kind of a, whatever. If you had some kind of a different type of a
Can you
gun.
type them out for me?
Yeah. I'm gonna cheat. Yes. So that's what Jackie has. I'm just trying to see if we can get, find anything for her too, as well. Whatever while we're here. She's got a ton of ammo. She's got 3 weapons. So I don't know what, if anything.
Okay, so
None of her stuff is modded.
So for the laser gun, you have the focused optics, which, if used in VATS, returns 1 AP on a kill. The recycler, where every 4th shot is free. You also have, for the laser, he has a special mod that allows you to, on every 3rd shot, set someone on fire. Every consecutive 3rd shot sets something on fire.
Yeah, I like that.
The plasma defender has the high cap terminal, which increases the ammo capacity of 32. The scope, 2 times effective in VATS. And meaning get double VATS bonus. And then the sheath stabilizer allows you to switch to a spread fire instead of a single shot. So it gives it a spread. And
I
then
like that.
There's the recharge rifle, which has the recharge breeder of every 20th shot gives you 1 fusion cell back. It just spits out a fusion cell.
Wow. Okay.
Or the hyper recycler, which cuts the damage in half, but every 10th shot gives you a fusion cell back.
Yeah, so how much for the plasma defender sheath stabilizer?
800 caps.
Okay.
He also carries a laser sniper.
How much is that?
That's a gun, a laser sniper gun.
Yeah, how much is that?
That is at base cost 2k caps.
Yeah. So out of our price range.
The last one that he carries is for a plasma rifle, and it's a mod. It's called a plasma lobber. It makes it turn it into essentially a grenade launcher made of plasma.
Okay. Yeah, but she doesn't have a plasma rifle, so.
I mean, he has plasma rifles if you wanted to buy one off him, but.
Yeah, I don't think we can afford that either.
There's an overcharge kit for a Gatling laser, a and a plasma ejector for a fat man. The plasma ejector essentially sends it subsonic, so it makes the range extended by double and makes the impact do damage beyond the explosion, so you get like... So instead of, chucking it through what is essentially a slingshot, you're chucking it down a magnetic rail like a railgun.
Yeah, I think we're done. I think we've got everything we can do. I think we're good here.
It also sells plasma thermites. Essentially just overclocked plasma grenades.
I think we'll hold off for now. I think we're good.
Okay.
I thank him and collect my caps.
I'll be seeing you now.
Yeah. Pleasure doing business.
I find it somewhat hilarious that we had a whole long trade exchange and then we now get to Virgil, but it's almost time to wrap up session.
Yeah.
Spent all that time waiting for Virgil to do nothing.
Yeah, well... It won't be a problem forever, I promise.
She moving again?
Yep. Eventually.
Well, does everyone feel like they can still stay up a while longer, or...?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
Gilga, how you feeling over there?
I go a little bit longer if you want to let Virgil go for a bit.
Virgil, how you doing?
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, I need to take my medicine.
So, Virgil, it's over to you now.
Mm-hmm.
So, you were left behind and tasked with by fixing a car.
Okay.
As these nice vault dwellers over here have an automotive project they're working on, and the deal was that if you could fix up their car, they would let you choose from one of the three here, and you could fix that one up and take it as your own.
Ooh. Okay, so I need to fix one that's not one of these three in order to be able to fix up one of the three.
Yeah, to fix their pet project, and then as a service gift, because you're trading with them, you wanted to do some trade with them, that they'll let you use their facilities like the workbench and stuff for free if you can fix their car up, and by extension allow you to fix one of the other cars and take that as your own, if you so want to.
Sure, I'll go for it.
Okay. You're gonna pass your repair checks, right? You're past 2 to 100.
Probably. The repair, yes.
Okay.
241.
So I need you to make me a... First, I need a... I need an investigation check.
Okay. 37.
Okay, so the car that it needs repairs, its engine is shot, and so is the front computer. It is a hybrid model. Let me get you a picture here of it. It's called a Quartz Quantum. That's a picture of the car. They are the earliest hover vehicles that was invented in the Fallout world. They also were known for, if you drive by a neighborhood, you would rip the fucking radio from the house out of the wall into your car. So they were not popular amongst neighborhoods, as you would drive by and rip the TV's sets from everybody's windows.
It was a fucking flying super magnet.
Yeah, it also caused a lot of car crashes. As I'm sure you can imagine, two nuclear-powered cars slamming into each other as it drives by, creating a massive atomic explosion in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
But it needs... So, let me list out all the parts it needs. It needs 25 electronic parts, 25 metal scrap. You need to decode its front computer by the Pip-Boy, 30 copper wire, 2 magnets, 2 transmissions, and a fusion core.
Alright. I write this stuff down and I take it to the mechanics and ask them if they have any of it in their stock.
They said no.
Wonderful.
That's why it was a service trade.
Well, this is going to be a problem.
I mean, have you linked up back with Sven? With all your parts?
I don't know if they've come back down here or not.
Sven, would you have come back down there?
Yeah, I'm coming. I was just typing up who kind of got what in a format so everybody can see what they got.
Okay.
So you need. So I got a fusion core. I got a bunch of metal scrap. I got 10 of the electronics you needed. The guy had more, and if we need to go get these other parts, I can go back up there and talk to him.
Okay, well, where'd they go? There.
So come up with your list of what you still need.
Man, my inventory.
Haven't sorted your inventory?
Well, I mean, it's just a big paragraph. I'm not really sure how I should sort it.
I'd
So
recommend
on
a
my
separate
sheet,
text doc, but... Well, you could go to the inventory
on
tab.
my sheet, yeah, I made an inventory tab, and literally you could just make
At the
one.
bottom of
Like
your
I've
character
got a
sheet,
part
there's
of
the
it.
inventory tab and stuff.
Right,
Yep.
I just haven't taken the time to sit down and pull everything out and put it in there.
Yeah, and then you've got the components piece, and you can just stick all of your components there. It's
Even harder to find things. There we go. Because I have like armor and stuff in my inventory, and so there's like a bunch of spaces with extra information. Okay.
Those dogs are going at it.
Okay. So I have 27 electronic parts, including what Sven brought back. I have 27 electronic parts. I have 289 scrap metal. I can do the Pip-Boy. I only have 10 copper wire. I don't have any magnets or transmissions, and I have the 2 fusion cores, plus one more that I can make out of plasma cores.
So you want to make
okay.
a plasma core out of into a fusion core?
Yes.
Mm.
So
I mean,
shopping list, Sven, is 20 copper wire, 2 magnets, 2 transmissions.
okay. So I run back up there real quick, and I give that guy that list and see if he
Oh,
has it.
welcome back, stranger. So you want the stuff on the list, eh?
Yeah.
How much copper wire?
20.
And then...
So let's get 30 copper wire, 2 magnets, 2 transmissions. Like just exactly what we need there on the list. That way you still have some.
$545 caps.
Okay. Okay. Done. Got it recorded. I run back. I hand him all the things he needs.
Okay. Be 289 minus 25.
So it cost us about 1,000 caps to fix this car. I mean, we're getting a car out of it, so we.
Okay. And I'm going to use my core conversion kit to convert the plasma cores into a fusion core.
Okay.
I mean, we have fusion cores. Why are you making another one? And I just bought one.
Because I'm frugal and I want to keep the regular fusion cores.
Okay.
Also, I want to get this out of my inventory, but
Oh, is it a one-time use thing?
yeah.
Ah, okay. That makes more sense then.
Alright, what do I need to roll first?
Well, you would pass the repair check, so you just repair it. As you repair the hovering gravity car for them, they clap in applause as the one man tears them and says, "Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I'm so happy. I finally get to drive my dream car. Even if it is past when the bomb's dropped. I can finally have it now. You can pick any one of the cars here in the junkyard out of the 3 there, and I mean, you'll have to repair it, but it's yours after you do so. Feel free to use my facilities anytime you need."
Absolutely, thank you. And I just read that has 4 uses, which is now 3. Well, plasma cores are out of my inventory at least.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
So, which car would you like to repair? Your options are the automatic V8 at the top, and the Corvette Blitz, and the Cherry Bomb. I can tell you what each one is good at, or does. Would you like to hear that?
Yes.
Okay, so starting at the top with the orange one, the automatic, the atomic V8. It's the slowest of the bunch, only slightly better than your normal walking speed. Right? Like a decent paced jog. However, it is built to last, built like a fucking tank, and it has the upgrade slots to give it a heavy engine, which will run on all terrain, so you could drive it anywhere and it'll bang it up as much as you want and it won't fucking die. And it has shielding / extra carrying capacity. Shielding as in you can give it armored doors and shit. And make it just like an armored tank. But it's slow.
Gotcha, Honda Civic.
I guess, yeah. The Corvega Blitz cuts travel time down to 1 or 3 days, depending. If you're on the road, cuts it down to half, and if you're off-road, maybe about 3 days. It can be upgraded to have utilities, such as a working radio, soothing your brains from whatever, stuff you had beyond that. It has AC and heat, giving you comfort for when stuff is going on. It has cooled and heated seats. It also has a cooler / warmer in the trunk of itself for you to cook food easier or store food longer. It can also be upgraded to have like a smooth road function, so like better suspension, smoother travel overall. But it's like your common family car, like the station wagon, right? Breaks down quite a bit, got to do a lot of maintenance on it, but it's a car with comfortable luxuries. right?
Right.
And the last one is the cherry bomb. It is the sports car, cuts down on travel time by half completely, or if you travel by road, it will take 2 days to go anywhere within a good distance of each other. Like, you can't go from state to state, state top, state bottom in, 2 days flat, right? But for, like, the map you have right now, 2 days travel anywhere you want to go on the road. It can be upgraded to hover off the ground to make it go anywhere. However, it is built like a tin can in the sense that it has next to no armor. Any scratch will scratch and rip the paint right off it, and you have no safety navigators. Meaning, if you crash, you are taking all the force. And it can
Always
be
the pretty
upgraded.
ones that die young.
Yeah, and if you crash, it's gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah.
So which do you want? The slow-ass station wagon, the medium family car that has some luxuries but constant maintenance, or the cherry bomb? Beautiful red, ripe car will fucking crash. If you lose control of it, will most certainly kill your character faster than you can say Fallout. Oof.
Out of the orange and green car, which one has the most trunk space?
The orange car, because it can be upgraded. Because the trunk space is virtually the same for them at base, but the Corvega Blitz cannot be upgraded for trunk space. The Atomic V8 is the one that has the ability to have extra carry capacity.
Mm-hmm. That's what I care about. We'll go with the orange one.
Oh,
Okay.
hang on.
Everybody else in agreement?
Well, I think so I guess it kind of depends, right? So this is for us to kind of quote unquote fast travel.
Kind of. It's more so a way for you to be able to travel, if not faster or safer, depending on the one you choose. Because if you had, say, the Atomic V8, you're going slightly faster than what you would be normally, so it's still faster to travel in the car, but you're heavy, so you could store a lot more in it. It could be like a central hub for you, right? It could also give you shielding. So say you came across some raiders and like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with this. You just drive past, and they would shoot you up, but you probably wouldn't feel it if you had shielded doors, right? Or you could use it as cover, that kind of thing. More versatile. The Corvega is faster travel time, so you could use it to almost quick travel, but you could use it to travel even faster. By road, if by road is much faster, but if not by road, somewhat faster.
See, the way I see it, the green...
Good.
The green car, while having a few more luxuries, the maintenance on it is going to be a resource sink.
That's true.
And the red car is just a red herring.
Yeah. Can we all fit in these cars?
Yeah.
Jams too?
Yeah, I want to make it clear. The Atomic V8 is, how a station wagon has so much fucking room, right?
Yeah.
Add 2 extra seats wide in the back of that station wagon. That's how wide the Atomic V8 is. It's a big fucking car.
Okay.
The front seat has
have a giant, we've got a giant robot and a fucking ridiculous sized dog. So I'm assuming.
Well, he did say it was only slightly faster than walking speed. They can just run along with us.
Yeah.
You're driving at about 10, 15 miles an hour. Not the fastest in the world, but definitely faster than walking.
Yeah, the dog shouldn't have any problems keeping up with that at all. I don't know about the robot.
Robot wouldn't have any trouble.
Okay. Then
I want to die in the fast car.
You can think of like the Corvega Blitz being like 30 miles per hour, maybe 45 if you really crank it, and then the Cherry Bomb is 500 miles an hour. Like 1 to 500. Boom. You hit a civilian, they become fucking paste on your windshield.
And then you lose control because you have no visual.
And then you
They
crash
use it as a
into a
weapon.
wall, and then you crash into a wall and explode in nuclear hellfire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the orange car.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, I like the
We're good.
luxury side of the green. Yeah, I like the luxury side of the green one just for the cooler to keep the food longer. But you know, that's really just a me problem.
Okay, so you want to repair the atomic V8?
Yeah, how are we going to deal with fuel?
That's
That
the
was something you
thing.
brought up earlier.
So the different cars have different ways of fueling themselves. The atomic V8
Yeah.
relies on fission batteries for its whole thing. If Virgil passed a check, he could probably convert it to a fusion core, which would essentially solve your issue of fission batteries. The Corvega runs on a fusion core, and the Cherry Bomb runs on several fusion cores.
I actually have 2 fission batteries.
There you go. You can slap that in if you want.
Won't need to modify it until it becomes a problem.
So the atomic V8 will require 30 scrap metal, 2 fission batteries, and 5 glass shards.
We don't have glass shards.
Does anybody have a bottle?
I mean, yes.
Essentially 1 bottle of glass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just pull out.
Oh, wait, yeah, I totally have bottles of, like... Okay.
Yeah.
What do you pull out?
I just pull out a bottle of scotch, and I say, "Here, drink this," and I hand it to you to drink.
Okay, I guess I'd drink a bottle of scotch and smash it for glass.
Do you chug it?
I guess so, yeah.
I'm not used to having alcohol, so roll me a radiation check.
Okay. That's... yeah. 17 plus 16... 33?
33.
You pass somehow. For being a lightweight, not having alcohol in his life, you pass swiftly with no issues at all. You smash it and you get to work. Upon doing so, you hear the rumble as it starts up, the sputtering of the old engine as the headlights kind of flicker and turn on. Kind of sinks off the ground a little bit as it is now rumbling and ready to go. As you kind of hit the gas limit, it has no muffler, so it's loud as fuck right now. But yeah, you've repaired the atomic V8. Welcome to your wasteland of wasteland of plenty. I'm gonna get this typed out for you.
That's what you call solving the problem with science. Radiation is a science check, so I have 16 in my modifier.
Oh, Virgil, take 4 rads.
What? Why? What?
I'm
Oh,
drinking
drink.
the scotch.
Got it. Yeah. Damn it.
Well, I had you drink it because it was +5 to the check. I didn't realize you didn't need to make the check. I forgot. Otherwise, I would have drank it because it wouldn't have done anything to me.
+5 to what check?
To repair.
Really? The drink that makes you tipsy and uncoordinated, it helps you repair things?
Sort of the thinking
silly.
of the drunken repairman at the auto shop.
No, I understand it. It's just the, what's it, the reality of the meme isn't what you expect. I feel like I didn't say that right. I'll leave it there.
Did everybody see the list of all the things?
So your atomic V8 includes for upgrade stuff that you can upgrade extra storage, the shielded doors, and a heavy engine. Your fission battery is 100 out of 100 charges. Each day of travel is 1 charge off of it. Your base storage is 100 weight. Items in a single stack will be half pounds. Stacks any higher than 10 of something is 2 pounds. Stacks any higher than 50 is 4 pounds. And then bulk items is 10 pounds. Can carry up to 9 people.
Okay.
Now, since Jams has all of the survival stuff for faster travel, he has the faster travel perks, right?
No, he has to reduce the roll. Reduce the danger.
Okay.
Roll.
I was going to say you might want to have Jams drive, since he has the higher survival.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good place for us to stop for tonight.